Hello, friends. We are so excited. I think I say that every time. I'm so excited. I'm so thrilled. But the truth is, I am. I'm really thrilled to be here. Wherever you see us in your news feed, maybe you stopped in LinkedIn, maybe you stopped on Facebook, or maybe we're in your inbox with our newsletter. But we're so thrilled to be here. For those who don't know me, my name is Lisa Harris. I'm an author, a storyteller, and a narrative coach certified in narrative therapy. I'm also the CEO and founder of Lisa Harris and Company, and we are a personal development and narrative coaching business that connects, guides, and transforms women's lives through the power of storytelling. And we are so excited for our online series to continue. This is our second event coming up in exactly 1 week. So this time next week, we are going to be kind of prepping behind the scenes. Our co hosts are going to be getting ready to present a phenomenal event. And our event next Thursday is called Who Am I? Labels, Identity, and Self Discovery. And I'm thrilled to be able to introduce you to our co host. We have four incredible women who are showing up to lead in this discussion. And I invite you to join us. But first of all, I'd like to introduce you to our co-host, Ginny Priem. So, hi, Ginny.
Hi, thanks Lisa for having me.
We are excited to have you, and I'm so thrilled to meet you. I had a chance to be introduced to you through our dear Unveiled Beauty sister, Lindsay. Lindsay was a model in our fashion show many, many years ago, and she introduced you to me in the form of the book that you have produced and put out into the world. And I'm sure you're going to share with our audiences a little bit about that as well. But first and foremost, maybe you can tell all of those out there a little bit about yourself and maybe share with us a little bit about this topic. So it's all yours.
Okay, I'd love to. So, a little bit about me. I was a little concerned that my intro would be long, and then you shared yours, and I know that you're a woman of many accomplishments. So, I am in the corporate world. I'm a sales leader in the medical aesthetics industry. I've been in the industry for 18 years, and which has been pretty amazing. And then over the last few years, or several years actually, I happened to stumble upon becoming a landlord. So I have a couple properties, which is something I never thought was going to be in my repertoire. And then, as you mentioned earlier this spring, so just several months ago, I published my first book. It's called You're My Favorite. It's a true story, and it lends really well to the topic, which I know we're going to talk about, of labels, identity, and self discovery. I also recently launched a podcast called Drinking with Gin, which is on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, most of the big platforms. And I'm also a speaker. I also like to say I'm a bonus mama, and I think that's part of like this whole self discovery and identity piece, which has been really fun. Again, something that I never anticipated for myself. And I'm a doggy mama. I've got the most pretty Cavalier King Charles Spaniel named Francine. So she's actually the ruler of my world.
I love that. We have a little Yorkie and she walks around like she is on the runway. So I'm sure they would make fast friends.
Yes, for sure.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here and again, like I've said to so many women who have been on this platform, and for any of you who are new learning about the events that we do and the women who are engaged, is we invite all kinds of women to our spaces. And it really is beautiful to have all different kinds of women from different backgrounds, different life experiences, different work experiences, different ethnicities to come together and share what is humanity, right? The journeys that we're going through. And this topic is especially and has always been, I think, dear to my heart because it's the journey that I've been on for the last 7 years. And quite frankly, for most of us, our lives, right? Finding and discovering who we are and what that looks like. And especially society and the world with the labels and the titles and really understanding where we fit in with how the world defines things. And I think it's such a beautiful conversation, especially for women to open up to each other about. And so maybe with that, knowing this topic is so big, can you share with our audience your take on the topic, or maybe how you approached this self-discovery conversation and what you're going to share with our audiences next Thursday.
Yeah, I'd love to. And you and I chatted about this a little bit ahead of time, and I'm going to tie it into like, who is this for, right? And I think that the way I approach it is with an open mind. And I think that has to do with the self-discovery piece, is having that growth mindset. I think anybody can benefit from this topic because every single person gets either identifies themselves a certain way or has labels put on them by other people. And I would just say that coming to this session really curious, open minded, and with a growth mindset, you will not only learn something about the co hosts and the people that are creating this community and environment, but you're bound to learn something about yourself too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I even find with these events, every time I am discovering pieces of me that are new or maybe just rediscovered in a new way. And it's just always so heartwarming to share community with women who are open-minded and curious about others, because that's, I think, how we find ourselves too. So I'm so excited about that, and I think that's spot on, right? If you're a woman who maybe is on this journey of self-discovery, or maybe you're kind of tripping on it right now, because I know for me, that's kind of how it happened. One day I was just really tripping upon it. And wherever you're at, this is a great place to hear other women and how they've kind of navigated through it, or maybe still navigating, right? So, is there anything more specific that you could give a little teaser as it relates to you, Miss Jenny? Um,
Oh gosh, I would say so. I'm going to talk in the session a little bit more about the self-discovery piece, and I think in terms of labels, I think one of the things that I used to be labeled as is really tough. And in my book, I even say, like, one of my girlfriends used to, and she still does, call me M&M. Like, I've got this little hard outer coating, but really promise I'm soft and melty on the inside. But I would say now, because I have become so much more vulnerable and open, that it's like exposed that warmth. And I think I used to correlate the word vulnerability with weakness.
yeah,
But now I feel like there's actually so much strength in that.
yeah,
So I really feel like I've made this shift from like tough to vulnerable, but still have that strength that
yeah.
comes from that.
Ah, I just love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm so excited to hear how all four of you bring this together and bring to life this topic, because it is so important. And I resonate with, pieces of you just as much as I resonate with pieces of the other co-host. And, I'm a former corporate gal, and so I know these different labels have followed me. Some I have really stepped into, and others that I did have to discard in order to find myself. And so I'm excited to hear pieces of your story, even though I know pieces. I'm sure I'll discover more about you. And it's going to be a really exciting night. So I just wanted to tell all you out there who haven't been to an event, these are online, and so it is really open to anyone in our immediate community here. Ginny and I are in Minneapolis, but if you're anywhere in the country, some of our other co-hosts are from other places throughout the United States, and so we invite you to join us. And this is going to be a beautiful evening where the co-hosts share their lived experiences within labels, identities, and self discovery, but it'll also be an open conversation, a time for reflection and engagement with everyone involved. And so we invite you to share potentially at times, and we always invite you to listen. And it is a space for you to do as you choose in that moment, but really, it's a space for women to be open and vulnerable and to practice that vulnerability. So we're excited and we hope you join us. And, anything else, Ginny, that you want to share with the audience? You've been engaged really deeply in the planning of this event. And is there anything about the flow of the event, or maybe why women should come? I know that we kind of touched on a little of these pieces, but is there anything else that you think is relevant or important for anyone listening to us today as it relates to showing up next Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, I really think it's going to be a great experience. I have three other co-hosts that we all have so many different pieces that we're bringing to the table. But like you said, there's always this kind of common thread. So even if you know me or don't know me, coming and seeing this beautiful experience of all of these different women with different backgrounds coming together and sharing is just a really, really cool experience.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I am so excited. I'm so excited to know you, Miss Jenny, because you are a new woman in my network. So I'm always thrilled when new women come along and experience the beauty of this platform and the other women. So I am excited to have you co-host in such an amazing topic and conversation. And for all of you out there who are stumbling upon us right now in your newsfeed or wherever you find us, we really do hope that you will join us. It's going to be a powerful evening, a space of wonderful conversations and love. And we invite you to join us. So it'll be next Thursday, October. I'm like thinking in my brain, I have like the calendar burned in my brain because I'm a mom and I have to keep all of that tracked in my mind. But it is Thursday, October 13th, which used to be my son's football game, but that got moved. So that's good. Thursday, October 13th from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's all online. So we hope you join us. It is Unveiled Beauty Holding Hands. Who am I? Labels, identity, and self-discovery. Thank you so much, Ginny.
Thank you.
So we'll see you next Thursday on the screen.
See you there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.